The term military analyst is not a legally protected term. It's not like doctor. It's more like economist. You know, any asshole can start calling themselves one and fart out a vaguely plausible opinion on the current situation.
So, very recently, I'd say within the past half a year, max, the quality of my YouTube feed and the quality of the videos of the people I have increasingly gone under the category I used to subscribe to has gone to pot, even so much a little bit that I'm ashamed. Although I don't know if it's really my fault. I bet you if you were to take your YouTube app, if you have one on your phone, and go through your feed, I think it's, and I don't even think it's YouTube's fault. I think there's just so many people trying to be content creators and make money on the internet. We've played to the lowest common denominator, and now it's the movie shown on Idiocracy, where the guy constantly gets hit in the nuts. I think YouTube is rapidly decaying to that, where everything is yellow font and shock and oh my god and Sniper Wolf and the whole my YouTube feed used to be respectable visually. Now it looks like a checkout lane at the grocery store circa the 1980s, and you're ashamed that you're buying a copy of the Inquirer to find out about Bat Boy. Look it up. So, and then I listen, and no one is waiting for significant news events or developments or something important to talk about before they talk about it. They got to spin it up. They got to hunt for the lamest. It's news. It's for-profit news. And one thing I'm fascinated with China. Sarah used to cover it way back in the day under Xing Zemin. Way back in the day, among many other Asian countries. But it's a fascinating story, economic turnaround from Deng Xiaoping's time to today. But a different route than the traditional Kuretsu chables that the Japanese and the Koreans, South Koreans, by the way. I know you Democrats love North Korea. Like, The South Koreans would be the capitalists, just like Taiwan. Although mainland China has done well too. By implementing what kind of reforms? Oh, free market reforms? Oh, is that what happens? But China went a different route. It's real interesting. 1.1 billion people, whatever they were up to, turning it around. Most amount of people ever gotten out of poverty in the shortest amount of time. It's fascinating from an economic standpoint. And so I occasionally like to keep tabs on it. And I noticed very similarly to my YouTube stream where Disney is bankrupt and destroyed and over and dead. And then the next day, everyone's doing just fine. No one died. Nothing got destroyed. It's the same thing with a couple Chinese channels that I would watch. Specifically, I know China Observer, but they are by far not the only one. And by the way, I'm not a fan of the CCP either. All right. But these, what would you call them? Pro-nationalists, I guess, if we're going back to Chiang Kai-shek days. I don't know. The people who don't like the CCP, but they like China. Does that make any sense? And they want the CCP gone. And so they end up becoming obviously anti-CCP, but I would say also somewhat disingenuous because everything is held. It's not the news anymore. China destroyed. China collapsed. Dude, China's been collapsing for 5 years, if you believe. Was it Evergrande? They had a bit of mortgage trouble. They got that problem. I'm aware, but they haven't collapsed. It's not over for China or the CCP. And just like my regular nerd geek video game Dungeons and Dragons channels all got co-opted. Not by the left or woke people, but just everyone going for money. These Chinese websites, YouTube channels that I used to watch a little bit. And oh my god, what's that? Oh my god, is it really? Are they about to collapse? Just from pure historical standpoint. Wait, is the CCP about to really? What's going on? No, no, it's equally propagandist. Then I found this guy, Dong Zhang. I apologize for not pronouncing the last name right, but I don't know how. And it was one of these channels digging into China. I'm like, what is this worthless? Another fucking, oh, Xi Jinping's got cancer. He's, oh, in the wings are free market reform. Oh, it's, oh, God. Everything's called tofu bridges are falling down, falling down, falling. Tofu bridges are falling down. Here is Chiang Kai-shek. That's the old, never mind. Forget you guys have American educations. You don't know. And then I listen to this guy. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's good. This guy's a pro. And in an odd sense, I really appreciate he's got to be. I didn't look up his background. Like he's got to be an economist of some kind. Game recognizes game. I don't even watch it necessarily for his factual assessment and analysis of the Chinese economy. This guy, I don't think he edits his videos and can give a perfect speech every fucking time without an interruption or an like the guy is an amazing speaker. And I got to imagine with his accent, English is not his first language. It's almost the performance I'm more impressed with than his analysis. But his analysis is, oh my God, it's real fucking reporting. You want to know what's going on in China? Go look up digging into China from an economic standpoint. I think someone sent me his analysis. It was a very sober, clean, unbiased analysis. I think it was that someone sent me it, and he was talking about the the irony that there are fewer women of dating age now in China than there are men because communism. Any other bright ideas, Chairman Mao? Fuck. Where I was giving, I'm like, well, then why are men not showing up these dating things? And it's geographic economics where you're in the city, not too unlike the United States. All the girls go to the city where all the action is, and they all want fucking Mr. Investment Banker, fighter pilot, surgeon, astronaut guy. And they're not going to date the guy who lives in the rural areas of China who's taking care of mom or dad or tending to the cat or whatever, normal rural people do in China. Kind of so, in that, yes, macro nationwide scale, there's shortage of women, but not in these individual markets, which is where most of the quote transactions or action takes place is individual. I mean, you could have someone demand, 8 bushels of wheat in Seattle, but if you're in Florida, it don't matter. Well, see, on a national level, it balances. Yeah, well, ain't no one hauling across from Florida to Seattle to give you a bushel of wheat. Why didn't our economics textbooks have such boring products? How many? Well, Udals. You guys remember Udals? How many Udals? Oh, I see what you did. The utility, because that's the only thing in economics that matters. Utility, I see. I mean, why not, like, hey, 5 grams of Coke? Why not 3 shots of booze? Why couldn't we have more fun? Get into services. Becky will do something. What kind of services will Becky do? Oh my God, we can't talk. That's not serious economics. Damn you. Anyway, so I was listening to this guy, and I know not all of you are interested in Chinese economics, but man, it was a breath of fresh air to see someone this polished and researched and professional, and his delivery. It's like I said, you may just want to watch this guy's channel to see him not hiccup, not say once, just deliver a fucking speech. And he does it. Do what, 1 a week or something like that? 2 a week? Those of you who might be interested in economics as a profession, please don't. Don't go into economics. It's worthless. It's pointless. But if you would like to learn about economics, particularly Chinese economics, yeah, I can't recommend this guy enough. And I think it is a breath of fresh air. It's like you go into a restaurant now, and there's the young lady who's the maitre d'. She looks at you, hello, welcome to such and such. How many this evening? 3. Right this way. Like, they're not fucking with that little diagram. Like, right this way. And they sit you down. And then you get great service. And the person says, how are the first few bites? Would you like me to top off your Diet Coke, sir? And then the food is good, and it's on time, and it's warm. And they don't leave you there for 18 hours. Like, I'd like to pay the fucking bill and get the fuck out with my life. Someday I should tell you all how dinner should be ran in Cappy's world. It's like, give me the food, give me the this, give me the that, give me the bill. They used to make fun of me. Let me tell you about these are about the loved ones. These are my friends and loved ones. The people closest, because I dine with my friends and loved ones. I would always get the bill. When we had our waitress there, is there anything else? No, I'll get the bill. Like, guy, you can relax. You can relax. Just relax. Be like us. Be the sloths of the world. And I'm like, no, because it was already starting to happen. This is like 10 years ago, starting to happen where, like, if you don't get your bill, it could be another 15 minutes, which in my world is a lot of time. I can do things in 15 minutes. So I would get the bill quickly. And then a couple times, I just let it happen. And then it would take for, oh, God, guess Clary was right getting the bill early. Yeah, I should do that too. Loved ones, family. It's so rare to have it in my world. Greeted at the door, seated quickly, no hemming and hey, do you know what the table number? Say table number 6. That's it. Tell you. Person's there. Hello, welcome to such and such. Would you like something to drink? Any questions about the menu? Here are specials if you happen to be at a fancy place. I'll get your drinks. You take a look at the menu. Come back. Have you made a decision? Oh, bop, 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 bop. Chef does it the right way. None of this shit. It's all done. It's all good. It's exactly what you wanted. Come back. Anything else you need? Would you like a top of how with things? All good? All right. Need more bread? No? All right. Good. We'll be back. Are you thinking of dessert? No, I want the bill, said the very impatient man. We'll get that to you right away, sir. If you had that level of service today, not even a fancy restaurant, just a regular restaurant, wouldn't you shit your pants? That's how rare it is seeing a content creator like, hey, guys. Oh, my God. God, Sergeant wrenching on the car. Just some things I got to look up. I'll pay $1 million. I won't pay $1 million, but if I had infinite money, I'd pay $1 million to one of you car YouTube channels to not open up your fucking YouTube video intro with a 40-second fucking lame ass rock and roll. It'd be very nice. That's how rare it is, right? So if you were interested in maybe not even economics, just a channel that's done professionally, a professional speaker, recommend Dong Zhang's Digging into China. I have it linked below. And you might learn about China on the way too. We got one super chat. Hey, Hat and Clogs, $5. Cappy, what do you think about Visa and MasterCard censorship of Steam and banning video games? I think it's wrong. I think I don't have time to fight all these battles. If I had time, I go to Visa and MasterCard and say, look, dude, send them letters, send them emails. It's just, I'm so sick of the Nazis, and that's what they are. They're fascists when it comes to speech. They're not for the abolition of different races. Oh, I don't know. Maybe they are. But if all it takes is a bunch of sexless, man-hating, feminist spinster Baron Karens out in Australia, and they go after video games, of all the things, video games, And Visa and MasterCard are so tone deaf, they don't know this is just the satanic panic of the 80s, but in 2025. And they should ignore these Karens. If they're, I don't know, contact your congressman if it's a Republican, obviously. I don't know, maybe there's some old school Democrats that are still for the freedom of speech. And say, hey, drag Visa and MasterCard up into Congress, or you put a call into them. Say, what's this shit with you? You're not letting people buy video games that you don't approve, or a bunch of feminist Baron Karens don't approve of. What do you want me to say? What do you think on the UK internet censorship and US trying to mimic it? I don't know. Is the US trying to mimic it? I know the UK is quickly die. It deserves to die. You guys elected these people. You elected to throw it away. Feels before reels. I feel bad for the hardworking men and women who actually do give a shit about Western civilization and freedom of speech and gun rights. Oh, wait, you don't have those. Oh, they're taking away your knives. I look, if it makes me like, if that's where freedom leads, is we should be free to never have our feelings hurt, so we're going to lock down on everything. You deserve everything that's coming to you, and the U.S. should not mimic it. Now, what is there? There's talk. Is it real though? The UK wants to get rid of VPNs. Have fun. I don't know how you're going to conduct commerce. Don't know how you're going to. Yeah, you take away their knives, and we're going to take away your sticks, and then what? Literally, was it Harrison Bergeron? Are you going to cut men's arms off because they can punch better? Have you thought about aggressively hunting down people who break the law? Like the real law, not the free speech, not the my feelings are hurt laws, and raising your children so that you can be responsible enough to have guns, like formerly the United States. Oh, all right. That's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Check out Dong's channel. We'll see you guys later, Toodles.